Welcome to URL's Battle Rap Arena with Street Star Norbs, Hip Hop Psycho, Jesse Rican. What's good, guys?
Yeah, Norbs wants to get into an argument right off the bat.
No, listen, this is not an argument. I need the fans, and I need all the fans that are out there. We're trying to find Jesse a date. Apparently, Jesse said at one point in his life he was a handsome young man. Now,
I put on some weight over the years, but yeah, go ahead.
I tend to argue that because he is by far, top 3 ugliest people in the URL. Top 3. And I'm talking about battlers. I'm talking about staff members. I'm talking about whatever. He might be the worst looking. And he's telling me that he's very good looking. And he doesn't even have a mustache, by the way. And I try to find out why he doesn't have a mustache.
I'm a decent looking dude. I got tired of maintaining the goatee. I used to have a goatee.
So this is what we're going to do. I need the fans to let him know, put # Jesse is ugly or # Jesse is handsome. And we're going to count.
Yo, but hold on. Which dudes are really going to pound Jesse is handsome? Come on.
We have a lot of female listeners, Jesse. I'm sorry to say we do.
We got a few. I guarantee 45 out of the 50 callers today are going to be guys.
They just don't talk to you, Jesse. They don't talk to you. They don't like you. And we're trying to get Jesse a date. And I mean, that's my boy. And I'm trying to school my son right now. And we're trying to swag him out. I need somebody at the next URL event, which will probably be in January. We're actually working on it now. Jesse needs a date for the next URL.
Hold on, is that official?
We're working on it. I just locked up the PG card for January, which is insane. I'm not going to release any info on it yet, but until I get a date. But it's crazy. Trust me when I tell you. But anyways, Jesse doesn't have a mustache. Nor does he have a goatee. If you go on my Instagram at StreetStar NORBE, I have various pictures of Jesse from the event this weekend. And he had an.
I like the one of me drinking the beer. That
was classic.
40-ounce Jeff.
40-ounce Jeff, that's his rapper name. We switch his name. You know what I mean? Either that or you can call him Jesse Retard, whichever is your preference. But I actually do like 40-ounce Jeff. I think it's a very, very creative name. But
it fits him.
Anyways, it's been an interesting weekend. We're moving on from what happened this weekend. I had Beasley smacking myself. We addressed a lot of the issues that were going on this weekend, and I want to thank all the fans for actually really, really showing love. There were a lot of people that thought that the URL fans were going to turn their back on us, but at the end of the day, we have the greatest fans on the planet, and, they showed a lot of love, and they understand what happened. I mean, you're always going to have your occasional 1 or 2 suckers wearing dreads, but, that's what happens. But B Magic versus Chilla Jones dropped today. Great battle. That was at the Revelations battle. Crazy battle, crazy debatable. I think B Magic went crazy. I think Chilla did his thing. I mean, crazy battle. We're gonna cover the Sue Surf versus CD, which I thought was a good battle. Sue Surf actually might have one of the best lines of the year with the you are in between. That was crazy. Yeah. That was crazy. I honestly think, this is just me personally, I think that was Conceited best performance in terms of completeness. That's just what I feel. I think Conceited was really dope in his battle. I thought Surf was really dope in his battle. And we're also going to talk about the Young Ill versus JC, which I thought was a really good battle as well. And, we're going to go into various topics. We're finding Jesse a date for the next venue. And, Jesse, I know you don't have any standards, so you could be, ladies, you can be anywhere from ranging 250 to about 450. He does not matter. Like, I doubt any of you cute females will want to date Jesse, but if you do, I will let you in the venue free just because I need to take a picture of you and Jesse at the next battle.
But you can't use the date just to get into the venue for free. You got to chill with me tonight. You gotta drink the 40 ounces with me. You gotta take the shots with me.
Which is true. You can't just say, "Oh, I think Jesse's handsome," and just to get into the event. No. It's not what's gonna happen. You're gonna have to spend the weekend with Jesse. I mean, dating him. I mean, letting Jesse take you out to dinner. You are gonna have to crack open his beer can. Seriously. It's true. I mean, and when Jesse gets sloppy drunk, you're gonna have to make sure he gets home. This is what it tells about going on a date with Jesse Rican. Honestly, I think if you would grow a mustache or a goatee or something, not a mustache like Tay-Rock when he had the porn star 60s mustache. I mean,
not
a normal person.
All right, you know what? For January, I'll grow back the goatee.
No, you should go to goatee now because you look fucking crazy. Go on my Instagram right now, @StreetStarNorbe, and you can see all the pictures that I have of Jesse up there. You're going to see a lot of pictures of me up there, you know, for the ladies that want to see me. But you're going to see a lot of pictures of Jesse. No haircut. He had you know what's crazy about Jesse? He had the little Puerto Rican hair tail in the back because, you know, when you don't get a haircut, the little spike on the bottom, and it was insane. Like, I'm like, Jeff, tell the barber it's a barber. Why didn't you just ask her to cut your hair at the venue? Then he showed up with his rapist sweater and an Echo T-shirt. Jesse, next event we got you. I'm gonna call Flash Life. We're gonna make sure you're good. We're gonna have my nigga E dress you for the next event.
My Echo shirt was hot.
What?
Who's E? What the hell is E?
Oh, Louis Flash Life. You said your outfit was hot.
Louis. Oh yeah. Huh?
Did you just say your outfit was hot?
My Echo shirt was hot.
Okay. I want you guys all again to go on my Instagram @StreetStarNorbe, and you will see exactly what Jesse was wearing. Now, Jesse, we'll get you styled for the next event. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you a haircut. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Nate from Straight Star take you to get a haircut. I'm going to have him take you to... No, seriously. We're going to go take you to get a haircut. You're going to grow a goatee, Jesse. You got to grow a goatee, Jesse, because you're too old. You got the Homer Simpson going on. You ever seen the Simpsons when Homer would shave, you just see the big 5 o'clock shadow? You look ridiculous. You look ridiculous, Jesse. You got to grow a goatee. You're like a 30-year-old man. Grow a fucking goatee. Seriously. You know what I mean? The only person I can see get away with is Conceited. Conceited is the only one. Conceited is like 35. He has no facial hair. But, you know, he looks like a kid. But, Jesse, you have to grow some facial hair. It makes you look crazy without the facial hair. Seriously.
I don't know. I've been like that for like 10 years. I took
and 10 years ago was probably the last time you got laid. Seriously. This is real talk. Well, anyway, who do we have on the show today? I know you got Nate from Straight Starting, right?
Yeah, Nate's on the line.
Who else do we have? Because I know, you know, we're going to be debating these battles, so I know my producer of the show, Jesse Reekin, got more people than just Nate, right?
No. Well, it was just us, and Nate just texted me last minute that he's on. I think we have more than enough people on to discuss the show.
I'm also going to be looking for a new producer of the show because apparently the producer of my show doesn't do his job. So whoever's looking to help produce the Battle Rap Arena and get guests, please call us because we're about to fire guests.
No, well, hold on. We talked about this too. We said just us three would be cool enough instead of a round table for these events.
All right. I'd rather have had a round table. Jesse's a moron, apparently. He didn't have a round table because he's an idiot. But anyways, let's get into the battle of the weekend, actually, which was the I'm gonna give you my I'm gonna analyze the battle, in my opinion. Sue Surf versus Conceited. I thought it was a really great battle. Like, I thought it was really dope. The approaches were a lot different, and this is the first time I actually think that Conceited was really motivated in a long time. I was really impressed, and I like this sweater, by the way. It was a dope sweater. I was really impressed by Conceited. Who went first? It was Conceited, right?
Yeah, Conceited went first. My bad. I'm just saying if we got Nate on, if we could let him on throughout the whole thing. Go ahead.
Conceited went first. I thought his first round was incredible. He did. You know what's funny about this? This might be the best in terms of him performing-wise as well. Like his facial expressions, the way he controlled his cadence. This is probably the most complete Conceited I've seen. First round was crazy. I thought Surf came out. You know, this is the only thing that struck me out about Surf in this battle, which I think a lot of people are going to notice at the battle. Surf is a very energetic performer. And in every round in this battle, he kind of came out and kind of talked to Conceited and then picked up his energy. I don't know if because his entourage wasn't there or I don't know, but it was a definitely totally different approach that the fan is used to seeing Surf. Having said that, he had some shit. You know what I'm saying? But it was definitely a different. I think he definitely took a different approach. I mean, Psycho, what do you think about it? Do you think he took a different approach in the battle?
I actually missed that battle. That was at the other venue. I actually missed that one.
Apparently, Jesse does a great job of having anybody else talk on the show because I only have myself to talk about.
We got Nate here.
Like I said, we got Nate, but I think Conceited did take round one, just to put it out there.
You gotta understand, Jesse. He makes you think. You gotta understand. I'm gonna break down Jesse the way he thinks, why he takes battles. If you want Jesse to ever, Jesse was the judge your battle. If you make Jesse think, you lost the battle.
Yeah.
No, I gave Conceited round. I
totally agree.
Round one.
I understand that.
Totally agree.
But Surf was more, in this battle, Surf was more talking to him about how he wasn't a street dude. And, like, I like Surf's second round approach, but this is my only problem with Surf's second round. And this is a New York crowd. So the New York crowd was going to be able to pick up what he was talking about when he did the whole breakdown of the, what school did you go to in Brooklyn? And he named all the schools in Brooklyn. Now, if you're from St. Louis, you don't know what the hell he's talking about. So that might be a swing in Conceited's favor when that battle drops, because if somebody's quoting a bunch of St. Louis stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's crazy because I actually gave Conceited Surf round two. You know what I'm saying? But it was because I'm from Brooklyn and I know all the schools that he named. Now, I mean, I don't know, Psycho, did you know any of the schools that he named? Probably not. But I definitely like his approach, and he had some of the hottest, like that church line is my favorite line of that battle, to be honest with you. Third round, Conceited did what Conceited did. He kind of went off. I heard some people say they didn't like it. I heard other people that said he loved it. And then Surf kind of, I think Surf kind of gave him, this is my opinion, I think Surf kind of gave him the round in a sense, and this is why I say that, because Surf kind of ended really short. So a lot of people might give that to Conceited because of that. And there's other people that are going to say they gave it to Surf because, you know what, they feel like he did enough. So that third round, that's what he's going to do. I wish Surf would have went longer because it would have been way more debatable, or it would have been even. Like, okay, he spit this amount of bars, he spit this amount of bars. But all in all, this battle was a classic. Like, it was really dope. Like I said, it was Conceited at his best. I think Surf did his thing. It was a different Surf, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was definitely a different Surf. I've never seen Surf really take this type of approach in a battle. But he still had some of the best quotables that I've seen in a long time. I mean, Jesse, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I also wanted to say something about the second round also. I loved Conceited's whole approach at Joe Budden. And when Conceited, he put a line that stood out. I mean, I still don't think he won the second round, but the line just stays out the most when he was talking about, how you gonna let Joe Budden be on a Joe Budden song as a feature? Because where I'm from, when you don't fuck with a nigga, you don't fuck with a nigga neither. When your homie don't fuck with a nigga, you don't fuck with a nigga neither. And I thought that approach was really good. But I think Surf just went crazy on the second round. The third round,
again, hold on, fans. Remember what I just said. If Jesse can understand you, that was pretty cut and simple. He will give you a round. Keep going.
No, I said I didn't give him that round. I actually give Surf that round. But I did like that whole approach to it.
I liked it too. I mean, like I said, I like that. The Brooklyn shit was hot to me. You know what I mean? Because I'm from Brooklyn. But I don't know how it's going to fare in terms of everybody else, the general population. You know what I'm saying? But I still give him round two, in my opinion. It goes out on a third. I mean, but you keep going.
In the third round, I was bored by Conceited a little bit. And then Surf, I think Surf just went crazy. And then, Surf, I think he might have spit for like a minute and a half and then stopped, or a minute and a half to 2 minutes, which to me, I think like 2 minutes of fire beats 4 minutes of just, I think by that point, Conceited was just getting real repetitive. And I was wrong. I actually called Conceited 3-0 in this battle. And I really feel like I was wrong. I think Surf took it 2-1, second and third round. And I give him the third round.
Let me ask you a question. What bored you about Conceited's third round? Because I can name a lot of quotables in that third round. Like, I thought his third round was really good.
It was just repetitive. It was...
Okay, what was repetitive about it, Jesse? I want to know. The fact that it was repeated, that you didn't understand what he was saying, this is what I'm starting to understand.
I mean, that wasn't it. It was just it was getting dull by that point. It was just like 3 rounds.
You bring up the Joe Budden thing. That was cool.
That was the second round. That was the second round.
No, I understand it. But Conceited rebuttal to him was kind of crazy. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but I don't know if you remember. Conceited said, he turns to the camera. I think this is going to be crazy on camera. He turns to the camera, and he starts talking about Joe Budden. Then Conceited says, I'm not going to say I fucked your girl, but I know Fab did. That was kind of crazy. I thought it was, like, really dope to come at Joey. It did throw me off, though, a little bit when he came at Kevin Durant, because I'm not familiar with the issues they had. But I think a lot of the fans are going to go crazy about what he said about Kevin Durant. Shout out to Kevin Durant. He just been dissed in the URL battle. I thought that a lot of shit I remember from Conceited. There's a lot of shit I remember from Surf. You know what I mean? Like when he told him, you told T you was going to pass the gun to, he said she was going to pass the gun to Fox. And then what? That was crazy. Like, I thought that was dope. I just liked what he did it. You know what I mean? I love the battle. This is one of my favorite battles.
Wait, my bad. Do we have Nate on there?
Nate, you there?
Yeah, I'm on here. I don't know if my voice is on here, but I'm on
here. Yeah.
I mean, Nate understands bars, so I could take Nate's opinion a little more. You know,
no, hey, I want to say something with what Jesse's talking about. There was a moment in Conceited's third round where it kind of like the crowd wasn't reacting to his bars.
If he was in Webster Hall, he would have got booed.
He kept no. If he would have been in Webster Hall, I think more people would have got the bars. But I think he definitely performed in a more intimate setting. I think he performed better in a more intimate setting. But what I'm talking about, what Jesse's saying about the dull moment, was that there was like a small period of time, dull moment, where the crowd didn't react to like a couple of his bars in a row. But overall, this has, to my opinion, I think this tops Conceited's all like this may be Conceited's best overall performance, in my opinion. This is my opinion. I think it's because I got to watch for the first time like a few weeks ago. I was telling everybody I've never been a Conceited fan, but when I watched him versus Immaculate, I was like, holy crap, this dude is really nice. This dude really got bars, and then when I saw him versus Young Ill, that was the first URL event I ever been to, and at the VIP, and nobody's seen that yet. But I mean, when people see that, I felt like his fan base would be even more than what it is now if had people saw that battle. You know what I'm saying? They would have went bananas. But Conceited definitely Surf approach, what you was talking about, Norms. I just think he just finally found a place, a comfort zone where he relaxed, because Surf is so busy, like he's so busy on the stage. He's always turning his head and turning sideways and walking around and hype and walking around. It's like he finally calmed it down.
I feel you, but why? Why calm it down? This is my personal opinion. When this is what they look for in you, he got bars. Like, that's why I actually thought he had the big advantage over Conceited going into this battle, was his mannerisms and the lock picking and the sound effects.
But you know what Surf wasn't doing? Surf's all of his battles, Surf was one of the only ones that his timing was he still had, in my opinion, his timing was off. Like, Surf would be the one while the crowd was reacting, he was still rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would continue, and a lot of those bars you would miss because the crowd was going crazy while he was rapping. He didn't know how to, like, slow it down, wait for the crowd reaction, you know what I'm saying, to die down, and then finish it back up. But I know B Magic told me the other day that the reason why he does that a lot is because he doesn't want to risk forgetting his bars.
And that could be the case also with Surf, because I mean, Surf is doing a lot. You know, he's doing, he's been touring with Joe Budden, and then he's focusing on the music. So I mean, this is why I say it, because Surf is a long-winded rapper as well. He can go for fucking hours. And like I said, you could say, okay, Conceited might have gotten boring and certain things. I don't think that. I think some of the shit went over people's heads because there was one who did like a quadruple whatever you say that shit, a four-way slow down, whatever.
Entendre.
Triple entendre. It was like I think it was like 4 or 5 times. He brung it back. 4. It was kind of crazy. It was 4.
Yeah, it was like 4
and
times.
that was crazy. And I was just like, I don't know. Surf
Yo,
ended still around very early.
What got repetitive, what Jesse was talking about, and I agree, the Crip talk got repetitive. It almost got boring, like, all right already. You know what I'm saying? That kind of got boring. On Conceded's end, it kind of got boring, like it really did, because he kept at it. He didn't let it go. He kept at it. You know what I mean? You're not a real Crip.
I like some of the angles, and I like, and I'm not everybody knows I'm not the biggest Conceded fan, but I liked what he was doing. I liked he was fucking hilarious. Like, to me, he had me dying in that. Like, his facial expressions and the way the way he set his bars up, it really seemed like it was for a huge crowd.
I got a suggestion though. I got a request rather.
Jesse the mustache.
For the next Conceded battle, for the next Conceded battle, can I please bring a hole puncher? Because his belt didn't have enough holes in his belt where he couldn't get it tight enough. Yo, this dude held his pants the whole battle because his pants was about to fall down. He couldn't keep his little pants up, yo.
That nigga said little pants up. So who did you give the battle to?
Who did I give the battle to?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hard, man.
Because
I felt like the only round.
If Surf didn't end early that third round, would it even be hard?
Yo, Jess, you're a mind reader, because that's what I was about to say. Hold on. The only thing that makes it rough is this.
That's like saying, that doesn't make any sense. If he didn't end this, you don't know what the hell he could have said the rest of the round. How do you?
No, what I'm saying is that no. What I'm saying on that end is that that's the only round that made it where every other round was debatable, except his short round. To me, his short round was the only round that I gave Conceded based on it wasn't debatable because it wasn't enough material to me. Like, Conceded was so consistent every round. I thought
his first round was amazing.
Yeah. I thought his third wasn't his best. I thought his first and second was stupid, but I didn't think his third was that dope. Although that's where the triple entendre came. That's where all of the, you know what I'm saying, like you said, like some of the other things came, all that you were talking about. But
yeah.
I'd say Surf's second round was the only round that didn't, you know what I mean, that didn't live up to it, like, to me. I thought his third, he won his third. The second was debatable. You know what I'm saying? I like the third, and then the first was debatable to me. The third and the second was the only one that I thought Surf gave up. He gave that round away, in my opinion. You know, because he just didn't. It wasn't enough. Like B Magic's second round, same thing. You know, it just wasn't enough. Like he ended it short.
Let's get into that battle now. B Magic versus Chilla just dropped.
Well, before we get into that round, what's his name? Nate, do you agree with me when I say that Jesse needs to get some facial hair?
What's his name? Norbs.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to get you back with that one. Absolutely, man. This is a new day, Jess. You know, facial hair. They say facial hair defines you as a man. It defines.
I'll grow the goatee back.
Yeah, please, you might want to do that, bro. You might want to do that. Then we're gonna get Louis and Ness is gonna get you together, and the next battle, man, you know, it's gonna be a whole different look.
You know what's funny is we could have had the swagless contest, you and Young Cannon, and we don't know who would win that.
Oh wow! Why you take shots at Young Cannon? You always take shots at me. What's the shots at Young Cannon about?
You made Young Cannon look like Conceded at the last battle.
Oh wow!
That's how that was. I just wanted to say that. But anyways, let's get into the Young versus JC battle. I thought it was a good battle. That's the battle where everybody was outside, ready to break the doors down. I thought it was a really good battle. I wish that venue was packed. I loved Young Ill's first round.
Oh, don't do that, Norms. Arguably the best first round ever in URL. Arguably.
Young Ill, I thought his first round
Yes.
was crazy.
Arguably best first round ever.
It was crazy. And you know, it's funny. I liked JC's first round, but Young Ill's first round, he was talking to him. I mean, Nate, take us through what you saw in the first.
I just said it. That's it. That's the only way I could sum it up. Young Ill's first round, in my opinion, is the best first round I've seen in URL. Period. That's the best first round I've seen.
I thought Young Ill went crazy in the first, but I actually liked it JC's first too. Like I thought JC went, huh?
I liked it too, actually.
Yeah, I actually thought JC won the first. To be honest with you, in the building. I don't know, but and honestly, like you said, the venue wasn't packed because of all the madness that was going on, and I think that killed the energy. As far as like for the MCs, because like at the end of Young Ill's first round, actually he did it at the end of a couple of rounds. You know, the whole "who was this nigga" thing, and you could tell he wrote it to expect a big reaction, like a Webster Hall type of reaction, and it wasn't there. And I think it kind of it's probably gonna look different on footage, but in the building it seemed like it sucked the air out of his round to me.
Who's that?
Young Ill.
Young Ill, yeah. Towards the end of his rounds, yes.
Wasn't it the second round the way he said, "Who is this nigga?" and it was just kind of like crickets?
I thought that was the first one. He actually did it more than once. I believe
he did it more than once, though. Yeah, he did it more than once.
Young Ill spazzed that first round though. Like, I mean, he just spit one of those rounds. I can't remember everything from it, but that cut you in the lunch line. That whole like. I'm back to like basically comparing JC to a newer version of him, and where he said like the old niggas are here to stay now. I don't know, man. Like I think like that was just a round where no matter what you spit, you couldn't come back from. I mean, JC tried to come back from it, but I don't think anybody could have came back from that first round. So, I mean, I gave the first round hands down to Ill.
Okay.
I don't like the angle JC took, the complimentary angle he took. I didn't like that at all.
What do you mean
the complimentary angle he took, he was complimenting them. You didn't catch that? He was.
That was the first round. I don't think that
was dope.
Was that the first round?
I liked the first round.
Yeah, it was the first round where he was talking about how Young Ill's never lost a battle, and he was talking about how whack the other ones were. Except him. He was like that Young Ill's never lost and stuff. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, he said Ill's the best out of St. Louis, right?
Yeah, I was like, where is he going with that? I was waiting to see where he was going with that, and he never.
I knew where he was going with that. He was like, how you the best of you in the loop, but yet you're looked at as the third guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. That's where he was going with it.
I thought it was pretty
But
dope,
but he was complimenting him, though. He was talking about how he's never lost a battle, and he was talking about how he was dissing Verb, how Verb lost, and talking about how Hitman lost through the last few in a row and stuff like that. So it was like, regardless of him saying he was the third best, he still was complimenting him. So I didn't get that.
I see your point, but
it was like a backhanded compliment, though.
Yeah, there's an angle in there. It's kind of saying like, how are you the best out of them, but the least recognized?
Yeah, definitely.
I like the angle, actually, to be honest. I thought it was a pretty dope angle. And he had some showstoppers in that first round. I'm not gonna front. But there was some dry spots in that round, so I totally agree with Nate and giving Young Ill the first round. Now, let's take it to the second round. I think Young Ill noticed the reactions in the first round and turned it all the way the fuck up in round two. I thought his round two was incredible. I mean,
when he did that, Mr. Miyagi came to get his crane kick back. I was like, damn.
Oh, that was that round. That was the second round.
Yeah.
Young Ill said that. Yeah, that was crazy. But
oh man,
I really think JC's second round was crazy, man. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite guys out there right now. I mean, Psycho, what you thought about the second round?
Yeah, I definitely like JC. I think JC's second round was his best round, and yeah, he went berserk there. And I gave JC the second round. I gave JC the second round. I gave it to him. Yeah, it was the second round. Yeah, he went berserk in the second. I gave it to JC.
So, what's his name? Nate, what you thought about second round?
Oh, man, this guy's killing me on here, man. Charlie Push killed me on Twitter last night. You killing me on URL Battle Rap Arena. I thought I it was basically an even round. I thought Ill's ends of his rounds was like he was like, y'all know my slogan, and it was killing him doing that. I was like, yo, he gonna have to leave that alone because there's not even enough people in here for that to matter. You know what I mean? Not to mention, Hands was heckling him. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention
that was funny.
So that
Hands is a moron. I mean, let's not bullshit. He's an idiot. No, I'm not gonna go around it. Hands definitely needs fucking tranquilizers.
He was heckling him, and that was affecting the crowd too. Cause like I was watching the way the crowd was paying attention to him, and then towards the end of the round is when he started to heckle him, and then he was cheering on JC, and that had a lot of that. Just a lot of the energy was just drawn out the room whenever he would be like, y'all know my that who is this nigga? Like he had no reaction from that. You know what I mean? But
know what it was too though? This is the reason there was no reaction. A lot of the people that were in there weren't fans. They were battlers. So battlers will never big up a slogan. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. They're not gonna sit there and
absolutely.
They're gonna feel like I'm not gonna be a dick rider. If it was the fans in there.
Well, all of the battlers were on the stage. They were all on stage with y'all. It was the entourage that was on the floor. But all the battlers were on stage with y'all. All of them on stage.
Yeah, no, I understand. But there was also other battlers that weren't battling that were on the crowd.
Oh, okay.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna look like dick riders. I was gonna say it, but I was standing right next to JC. I was like, chill, let me just not.
I get it. That was about an even round. I think that was about an even round.
He definitely wrote them bars for a bigger crowd.
Yeah,
no, he definitely. 719 was in the building. I'm reading Twitter right now. Somebody found a girl for Jesse. Actually, Jesse, she looks like Cat Williams. Actually, I mean, I don't know if you're interested. I just want to run that by you. So overall, who you thought took the battle? Psycho, start with you.
Let's see. I gave it to JC 2-1 myself.
Okay. Nate, what did you give it to?
The third round is really, I think, where it's going to determine for the people who takes the battle. If you like whoever's third round, and the third round was pure comedy. Ill's third round, that dude is hilarious, man.
Yeah, he's
hilarious,
it was funny,
man. How he's able to go in and he's doing the same thing that B Magic is learning how to do. Although Ill was doing it first, Magic is learning how to incorporate his humor into his. That's why I love that battle so much. I can't wait to talk about that one. But Ill's third round, man, the way he incorporated the humor and waited for the third to do that was brilliant, man. Like, I could probably give that to Ill maybe 2-1. I might give that to Ill 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Nate. I give it to Ill 2-1. And it's like Nate said, it's whatever you prefer on that third round. Like when Ill started doing the Kid and Play dance, I was in tears. Like that was hysterical. But JC spit some bars there, and it's your preference. It's your preference. If you if you like performance over bars, performance and entertainment over bars, you're gonna lean towards Ill.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep.
My man Fab Forte, he's a big fan of the show. He got it. He was in the building. He had a 2-1 young Ill. And he also said Jesse is horrible looking. I totally agree with you, Fab. Now let's get into the third battle of the night, which was the actually we could probably should we go into this? Yeah, let's get into it. B Magic versus Chilla Jones. Jesse, we're not even gonna talk to you about this battle because you don't know bars. let's go right to what's the nigga's name? Psycho. What was his
yeah, this battle was crazy. This battle, I couldn't wait for this footage to drop because I knew this battle was going to look different on camera. And like in the building, I think just about everybody had B Magic 2-1. But when you look at this on footage, it's a whole lot closer. Like the first round, B Magic went crazy. B Magic was he was doing what he do. You know, he was coming with his flow, his punchlines, spitting the whole something about Jones Drew, and he had the whole marshmallow line. You get some more, and the whole Men in Black thing he did with the Agent K thing that was crazy. He went off, but Chilla came back in that first round, and he wilded out. He said he had the whole first. He came with the whole reverse. He reversed like the whole thing on himself. Like, well, what you gonna do? You gonna use my name? He did his own name flips on him, and then he came with the whole land animal thing, and then he went to the sea, and then he took it all the way to the air with the birds, and yeah, I gave Chilla the first round. I gave Chilla the first round, and in the building, I think I gave I gave Chilla the first round in the building too. Yeah, so I gave Chilla. I had 1-0 Chilla going into the second.
Nate, what did you have it?
I got B Magic first round. I gave it a Magic. But I knew out the gate. I knew what B Magic was going to bring to the table because there was a lot of tension there with Magic. He's, as far as not no beef with him and Chilla, but tension just as far as he felt like at that point, Chilla hadn't put in that type of work. You know what I'm saying, to deserve an opportunity and shot at him right then and there. You know what I mean? So, when I knew it was going to be his best material to date, and his first round, definitely displayed that. You know what I mean? That it was his best material to date. And his first round, it's just crazy. Like, I can't put it in words. I can't quote nothing. You know what I'm saying? I watched it twice so far. I'm gonna watch it again for the third time when I get off here just to make sure that I get some good some good to go to sleep to. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, he definitely he went stupid, man. Chilla, shout out to Chilla Jones. He went stupid. Yo, Miss Gracie was on Twitter losing. She was just losing it. She was in such amazement. That's all she kept talking about. She was just so blown away by Chilla's performance, his ability to keep taking it up a notch above his every last performance. You know what I'm saying? Which, of course, he's doing. He has done and he's continuing to do. So, but I gave that to Magic. I gave that first round to Magic.
This is crazy. I just want to bring this up real quick. A lot of people, even if you give this battle to Magic or Chilla Jones, is Chilla Jones not the battle of the year? I mean, I think he's totally the battle of the year. I don't know any other battler that has 3 classics.
Yeah.
Who else can you name the 3 classics?
I would have given it to, with the exception of the Serious Jones, I would have gave it to Charlie Clips personally. With the exception of this Serious Jones battle, but had he not freestyled his third round and whatever, I would have gave that to Chilla actually. Charlie.
Okay, why would you have given it to him?
Because of first of all, like, although Chilla's coming from Boston, you know what I'm saying, he's going against guys that are out of towners. He's not going against hometown, foes. Like, he went against Cash Eaton, right? Then he went against what's his name? M City, that's Detroit. Cash Eaton, that's Detroit. And then Pontiac, JC, and then B Magic St. Louis. Like, he hasn't had an out of town. He hasn't had to battle on somebody else's home turf. You talking about, Charlie Clips went in probably the most hostile environment that there is to date. You know what I mean?
He had,
and that,
okay, I feel you, but he had 2 battles, and would you call him and Serious Jones a classic?
No, that's what I just said. I said with the exception of Serious Jones. I said I would have given it to Charlie with the exception of his Serious Jones battle. Because of that battle, I can't give it to him. That's what I said.
I would have, the closest argument I would have said was probably Rex, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was about to say Rex, but you were going to kill me.
Well, of course you was going to say Rex, but I agree.
You also said Rex is the most handsome, and you like the sweater he was wearing on Sunday, which is terrible. But come on, just you can't even.
No, I really think Rex gets the battle of the year, but I mean to make an argument for Chilla, yeah, I mean Chilla definitely deserves.
The reason I can't give it to Rex, Rex has done his thing. His best battle was against Verb, which is a dope battle. Before that was who?
Exactly. That's why I didn't. That's the only reason why I didn't say Rex.
Yeah,
that's why.
I'm
a favorite. But
the reason I say Chilla is because he probably has the most replay value besides B Magic of any MC this year.
Yeah.
Hands down. I mean, the only reason Jesse can say that Rex got replay value is because he thinks Rex is cute.
Rex was going. Hold on. Rex was going to spaz on this. I think so. If that battle was taking place.
Jesse.
But it didn't happen.
Jesse, you can't say something. You can't predict what didn't happen. Come on, you can't do that. You just can't do that because that doesn't count, Jesse. You know what I mean? But I mean, so what did you guys end up having in the battle? Let's start off with the retard.
I gave it to B Magic 3-0. I mean, like I saw it again on video, and it's kind of like I kind of am a fan of B Magic. Like, I think B Magic spazzed, and that choke was bad. Nate was right there shaking his head when the choke happened, and it was.
Nate was in the background with the Straight Stunt magazine. The Straight Stunt magazine looked like it was battling.
Yo, let me tell y'all, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there, man. Charlie Clips killed me last night on Twitter. I didn't have no jokes for him because I've been writing all my jokes for Randy. Little Randy, if you out there, you know who you are. Last time I saw Randy in the tattoo parlor, he killed me. Me and Louie met him at the tattoo parlor, man, and he killed me in there. He was getting his arm tatted up. He had no shirt on. His big keg stomach was hanging out. And he killed me in there in the tattoo parlor, man. I was out of my element. But Charlie said that he thought the funniest thing of the night was me holding up those books. He thought my arms was going to give out. Yo, I died. I couldn't. I told him, I was like, yo, please stop, man. Don't do this to me on here. You got too many followers. I can't compete. You got too many followers. But, yeah, man, yo, I feel like overall, B Magic's third round, man, you can't compare Chilla Jones' third round. He had an overall better third round than him. Chilla Jones, man, y'all had to wait to hear my last 8 bars. Brother, your 8 bars wasn't going to make a difference in that round because you gave us flurry at the end of the round. I'm sorry. What you did get off wasn't better than what Magic had, so it didn't even matter. So I gave that to Magic 2-1 with the first round and the third round because his second round was short. So I gave that to Chilla. But
it's crazy. I love the second round, D Magic. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was dope, but I'm saying I thought it was too short. He ended it off too short.
You know what it is? Whenever you battle Chilla Jones, your rounds are always going to be shorter than Chilla Jones. It does not matter.
Absolutely. Magic told me that yesterday. Absolutely. That's exactly what he said. He said that his rounds are drawn out because he raps slow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Psycho, how about you?
I agree with Nate just said as far as, like, even though I do feel like if Chilla had just stopped where he stopped at, because he had spit for like 3 minutes, so if he had stopped right there and, like, you know, just like played it off or whatever, a lot of people probably wouldn't even realize that he had choked. But I'm not sure if it would have made a difference because B Magic's third round was just that good. But honestly, and like I said in the room, I had to B Magic 2-1. On camera, I got Chilla Jones 2-1. I got Chilla winning the first 2 rounds and losing the third. I got him edging both the first and the second and on camera after watching it back, like, because Chilla's second round was crazy.
Real quick, sidebar. I think this is one of the hottest lines of the surf battle. My man Fab Forte just sent it. He said, "I will snatch up Sue Young if he said I will snatch up Sue Young if you try to rush hours." That was crazy.
Yeah, that was hot. That
was conceited. Conceited.
Conceited had a lot of quotables.
Yeah, he got a lot of quotables. Yeah, you can't even begin to start with him. He got a lot of quotables. But you know who had a lot of quotables? Last night, man. Y'all, I wish I would have wrote at least 10 of them down from B Magic. From that battle, B Magic.
Oh, on B Magic Chilla?
B Magic, yes, B Magic. Yo, I was seeing so many quotables that people was like, that I was like, yo, I didn't catch that either. Oh wow, I didn't catch that either.
I remember you said that line about the flashlight line,
man,
flashlight like a smack apparel. I was like,
that was the first
I like the pushing daisies.
Everybody
like
talks about
shit. Man, it was a whole bunch of shit.
Couple in the wedding tape, put a couple in your top like a wedding cake. Like it was so many. Man.
How about?
Yeah, that was crazy. Go ahead.
How about the pushing daisies line like Morgan Freeman? You wasn't crazy about that? I thought that was crazy.
Man, you could go all day. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of his. And he was just consistent the entire, like, it was nothing drawn out. Like, somebody was saying earlier today the difference between Charlie and Chilla, somebody wrote, is that Chilla forces, his schemes are longer because he forces things to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had said that earlier. And I was like, wow. Well, of course, JC exposed that also, like, he forces.
Yeah, JC brought that up.
Yeah, they drag out. So
things they shorter and they hit, but they like he got his a little bit more compressed. And Chilla's is more longer and drawn out.
A lot longer and drawn out. Sometimes it's like, okay, I got that. Like he could have actually stopped a little bit earlier than that, and I would have got that.
Here's another quote from B Magic. Big straps that'll take that back like apologies. Crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. What about when he said, you want to be, I'll make you a star, Jones, with these views or some shit like that? That was crazy.
I'm telling you, he was losing it, man. Magic was losing it in that battle.
Chilla was spitting some crazy shit too. Like he was spitting a lot of crazy shit. What was that shit he said? He said, watch your step. Pop, that's a motherfucker, some shit like that. That's a motherfucker. I can't remember what he said exactly, but that shit was crazy. And then the Catman do shit, Cats Can Do or whatever that shit was. That shit was crazy.
The Biggie Small shit was kind of hot. The Biggie Small shit.
And then he said, "I'll lead this king with no air, like I killed his son or some shit." That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Who said that?
That was crazy.
Chilla said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Chilla also, that was another thing I thought that he shouldn't have did either. I felt like he tried to show versatility by using punchlines, and I felt like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I felt like him trying to go into that to prove that he could do punchlines with him. I was like, yo, you don't get to the championship fight and change up your game plan. You know what I mean? I felt like what got him there is what he should have stuck with, the game plan he should have stuck with. And I thought that's just my opinion, that him trying something new with the punchlines. Like you can't punch with guys like B Magic and you know Conceited and guys like you can't punch with those dudes, man. You can't. You know, stick to what got you. You know, stick to what you the man for. You the master of that art of skate.
You're right, because like earlier, me and Norris were talking about B Magic versus Real Deal, and then you know we brought up the fact that it's just that's just a big matter of preference battle. It's like Real Deal ain't go in there and try to outbar B Magic. He just went in there to beat him. So like, and I gave the win to Real Deal. I don't know how you guys.
You know you're gonna give it to Real Deal. That's your drinking buddy.
You really say that?
Yeah, for real.
Yes, for real.
What happened?
You really think that? You really think that B Magic lost that battle?
Yeah,
yes,
and everybody in the room agreed with me that day too.
No, I didn't agree with you.
Well, most people did. Most people in the room. But
do you remember anybody that agreed with you, Jesse?
No, Jesse, you don't even remember that day. What are you talking about?
You don't even remember that day. What day was it on, Jesse? What day was it on?
I'll tell you this much, yo. Louis actually agreed with me.
Yeah, he's not on the phone, so I would imagine.
Yeah, we can't. Yo. But I'm saying, like, yo, I'm telling you, man, like, Real Deal just had that room. Lux,
Jesse, again,
I was right next to Lux, and Lux was like, damn.
Jesse, it's not about the room. It's about what he was saying.
No, you're right, and I think Real Deal beat him. Like, I mean, I could see Nate's
on camera
argument
too.
on why.
You thought
on
he won on camera too?
Yeah, on camera too.
Wow. In the room,
Real
but on
Deal
the
said
camera.
Yo, Real Deal said some shit. What did he say when he said
I had be mad.
I know we're recapping like an 8-month-old battle, so I was just gonna say that line real quick, the one that I liked when he said, he's talking shit on Twitter. I never claimed to be a goon or a thug, but he was popping shit on Twitter. I had my fifth year. Teacher mentality kicked in. Like, I can't wait for June to get here. That shit was hot, yo. And that whole, what time are we on? Everybody's like, real nigga time. Thanks for making the exception. That shit was hot. Like,
you be taking
very
hard.
Wow.
Make your argument.
That line was hot. That line was hot, yo.
Generic bars.
That line was hot, yo. So how come everybody went crazy when he said it if it wasn't that hot?
Because you're an idiot.
That's why everybody went crazy.
Y'all hear what y'all? I hope everybody hears this.
But anyway, let's get some more.
This is Jesse. This is what we got to deal with all the time talking about battle rap.
Jesse's like, I love Real Deal, and T-Rex is so handsome. Get that nigga, Jeff! Jesse's so gay, man. I swear to God, it's ridiculous. It's so fucking gay.
Even when he's right, he just picks the most generic lines to make his argument, and he just fucks it all up.
Yeah. Oh my God. Pretty much, Jess.
Let's go to the PGs. I mean, we were all there except for Nate. Nate doesn't fuck with the PGs apparently.
Yeah.
But
I was getting my hair cut.
Oh, Tone Montana. I'm a fan of Tone Montana right now.
It's crazy. I don't know how you understood anything he said, but yeah,
he went
crazy.
Yes.
PGs was crazy, and they will be dropping very soon. My favorite
Who did he battle?
Though.
Who did
Tone battle my man Cassius out of Flint, Michigan. It was a good battle. My favorite battle that night was Lotta Zay versus Sire Boy.
Sire Boy, that was the best
crazy
battle of the PG.
Crazy
battle.
I mean, classic. Like people are gonna be like, "Yo, you guys use that word too much," but when you see this battle, it was bananas. The PGs personally was crazy. In terms of people are gonna laugh at me when I'm about to say this. So everybody, I need a drum roll, real quick. Hey, can I get a drum roll? Someone? I know someone.
No, I ain't got a drum roll.
We'll edit it into the video.
He said, "Well,
Newborn might have had the performance of the night. Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
Newborn might have had the best quotables of the night. Also, his battle with Super Rider was crazy. Super Rider did a whole sequence of like these vegetables that ended up with the artichoke thing.
Oh,
crazy. Newborn had a number scheme. When I tell you this number scheme was bananas. I think he said something like, everybody gets their letters in order, so not everybody does letter schemes, so I'm gonna get my numbers right. He did a scheme from 1 to 10 and then back from 10 to 1. That is crazy. When you guys see this battle, Newborn versus Super Rider, you guys are gonna lose your mind. One of the best battles, period. Insane. I was going bananas.
No, but can we give out another award then? We got Battle of the Year. Can we give out Comeback of the Year?
Who?
Newborn. I'll give it to Newborn.
You know what's crazy? Newborn.
I've seen him battle 3 times this year, and each time I see him, he seems like he's getting better.
Comeback Battle of the Year to me is Newborn.
Newborn is dope. People laugh. I swear to God, he's dope. He is actually really dope.
Yeah, he really is. I don't know why people be playing him. He's nice.
Yeah, he's dope. You know what I mean? Like,
I am definitely performance of the. But performance, I don't know. Performance of the day. If you're just talking just single performance, like Newborn's battle, the battle was better. Like the back and forth, itself was better. But Tony Montana, to me, had the performance of the day at the PGs.
Tony Montana was dope. He was definitely better than what I expected, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. Because Mickey Fax, he picks people like 7:30. I'm just going to put that out there and stuff like that. And Tone was probably his best pick ever. Tone, like I said, I didn't think Tone punched enough until I seen him in this battle. And he was really, really dope. He battled Cassius. I thought Cassius had some shit too. That's the crazy shit. I thought Cassius had some dope shit.
He had his moment.
I think it was you know, and in the URL you've got to be consistent. I think he had some dead spots in it, but that was a really good battle. And those are the 3 battles I caught. I didn't catch the other ones, but definitely the PGs was crazy.
VG caught a body.
Yeah, I heard VG caught a body. The crazy shit is, when you guys see the footage, which everybody's probably right now, no, it's just full of shit. They're gonna see the footage in 2014. You're gonna see the footage. Trust me, really early. We did the shit on the rooftop, so you're overlooking the city. You're overlooking the city, and we called the battle basically. You know, since Lux said the loser had to jump, we doing the battles on the roof. So it was a real good theme. It was dope. It was, you know, a lot of good fans. I mean, I was going crazy on it, but like I said, you guys are really going to be surprised with Newborn. Trust me when I tell you. It's going to be crazy. I mean, I was happy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good event. It was a good event. Like you said, the whole theme of the whole rooftop thing was crazy. I want to see how it come out on footage.
Yeah, the rooftop. I actually seen it. We actually shot it in black and white. You know, because we didn't want you guys to see Jesse in color because he was there. It's not a good look. But the PG was dope as hell, man. I was really happy. Just shout out to everybody that performed at the PG. It was crazy. And honestly, Jesse, if you would have battled Newborn, you would have died. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I wasn't expecting to win the battle though. I just wanted 5 minutes of.
You know what's funny? Jesse actually got dissed for the first time in a battle. I mean, Jesse, you want to repeat the line? It was pretty high. It was actually a pretty high line.
He said something like, "I give these dumb interviews like Jesse Reekin."
Oh, wow. Yo, no, you gotta give a shout out to the kid that came all the way down from Milwaukee. The kid AQ. His opponent didn't show up, I heard.
Yeah, he didn't show up, but his barber didn't show up neither. He looked kind of crazy.
Shout out to that kid, man. Shout out to the kid AQ, man.
Shout out to AQ. This nigga had a flat top with a crooked half moon. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Man.
You know, I mean, shout out to that nigga, but he was looking a little crazy. But you know, I don't know. I think it looked like Jesse cut his hair. I'm not even. It was pretty bad. Shout out to AQ though, man. He was supposed to battle Al Jones. It got canceled at the last minute. But you know, shout out to AQ, man. He was really disappointed. You could tell he took it out on his hair.
Rough,
yo, Vici and Robbo Spaz. Robbo said some shit like he played to what are you talking about? The guns and shit, all those threats you're doing to me. Can't you picture the life that I'm living in? The condition I make. You can't cause any more pain than I already feel every day. Shit like that. Like he flipped it in such a way where it was crazy, man. Like
these guys look at Robles and like they literally take him for a joke when they just looking at him, and they're like, yo, they get mad that you put him against them and everything, but they don't expect him to get on that stage and do that.
Yeah, Jesse feels for him because you know they went to the same high school, they were in the same class, so they're both retarded. So him and Jesse got a special connection. Yeah,
and 3 teachers and 6 kids. They couldn't have no pencil sharpeners, no pencils, or they could write crayon.
Jesse, that's true in your class. Crayon. Yeah, Jesse used to do his homework in paint. It was crazy.
I missed what you guys said. I don't even want to hear it.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Jesse, how you had more teachers and students in your class? Can you explain that?
Nah. Yo, but hold on. Another battle that true, like, Vici Spaz, too. Like, me, I think you kind of missed that one. But Vici Spaz, they almost got into a fight there on the rooftop.
Yeah, I apologize. I was, what the fuck was I doing, actually, at that time? I think I was in the studio at that time, just chilling. You know what I mean? It was cold, and I decided to take a break and let Mickey freeze because he doesn't work at the events anyway. So, I decided to let him work a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, well, the PGs were dope. You guys might get a battle this Friday. I already finished editing one of them now, so just stay tuned. I got y'all niggas, man. We got you. Trust me. Got you.
No, if they stalking you, man, for that ill will battle, man, they stalking you.
Yeah, niggas are ready to kill for that battle.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta if you want the ill will battle, at French Montana, tell them we want the ill will battle versus Johnny Alcatraz. Trust me when I tell you, don't even ask why. Just at French Montana, say we want the ill will versus Johnny Alcatraz. Just do that. I mean, that's all you gotta do, and we'll be perfectly fine. But anyways, we're trying to get Jesse a battle too. He's still, and Jesse and Robles would have been a good battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want 4 minutes. I mean, I get views more. Me and Newborn got 4,500 views, and we got people with like 2,000 views. So why not battle me?
I still want to see you battle that fat bastard Hazy. You know what I mean? That would be a dope battle. I mean,
I seen him there at the PGs. He asked me to spit him my bars for him. I was like, no. I was like, battle me and you hear it. He's like, nah, it's not happening. So it's whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like your bars. I thought Hazy was gonna kill you, but I don't know, Jesse. Honestly, Jesse, if you grow a goatee, your bars might be better. If you do that, please, maybe. Somebody just said that we're always roasted. No more. That's it. No more jokes on Jesse for the rest of the show. But let's get to the fans. I know the fans got questions.
Yeah.
No, real quick. Chilla. I said Chilla Jones had choke of the year.
Had the what?
Choke of the year. Choke. I said it was the worst choke ever in URL, but I said choke of the year because he choked at the end. Not like they said Lux. Well, I was like, yeah, but Lux choked in the beginning and
Lux would probably be the most notable.
Lux would have got my choice myself.
Yeah. I just say Chilla because of like that. Yo, his battle. That was the difference between it being better. In my opinion, that battle would have been better than him and JC, in my opinion, had he finished it.
No. And I'll tell you why. Because both JC and Chilla's bars were fucking incredible. I think. And
so was Chilla's and B Magic.
Oh, no, my bad. I'm thinking of something totally different. No, I totally feel you. No, I feel you coming from. It was tough, though.
You said you heard his last 8 bars. He spit it for you.
No, he didn't know that. I thought you were talking about the Lux battle. I apologize. I thought you said that.
No. I said B Magic and Chilla had the potential to be that people would have argued it was better than the JC and Chilla battle. People would have argued that.
I can see that.
Because I think that B Magic had more quotables overall than JC against Chilla. I think overall you write it on paper, he had way more quotables.
But you know what? At the end of the day, who the hell is going to have more quotables than B Magic? Nobody.
Absolutely.
He's a punchline guy. That's what he does. But JC's presence and performance, and he's amazing. I mean, he needs to stop wearing white T-shirts, but he's really dope. He's really, really, really dope. But let's take some questions from the fans. The retard. Let's get to some questions.
Let's see. 631, you there?
Yo, what's good, man? Like Fast Boy, man. What up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Yeah, what's good, man? I'm telling y'all that B Magic and Chilla shit is bananas, man. Yo, how y'all forget about that bar when that nigga B Magic was like that My Son extra lip shit? Yo, that shit.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yo, when he said that, I said, yo, it's over, B Chilla, man. Damn. But that shit when Chilla was talking about that magic carpet alive when he spazzed when he said that shit. Word. I was at Armageddon. I went to my first event. I seen you Norbs out there and all that, show love and all that. You had the spiffy LeBrons on and all that. Yeah, I was talking to Nate. I was going for Dose. You heard? I was taking bets on Dose against Math and shit.
Yes, he was.
I mean, if you still want to take those bets, I'm definitely looking forward to taking your money.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for the whenever y'all Know what I mean? To slow whatever the date gonna be, I'm definitely gonna try to make her see the rest of those battles for sure. Know what I mean? But I couldn't go to the pyramid and catch that surfing con shit. But I'm definitely waiting for that to drop. I heard that shit is a classic. I know that shit is a classic.
Yes, sir.
But Jesse, man, Jesse, I seen you out there when you first arrived, man. You had that long ass Yankee jacket on. All right?
Yeah, my Yankee hoodie.
Yo, Jesse, you look like you, Jesse, listen, Jesse, just listen, Jesse, you look like a smoked out Scott Hall, all right? All right, Jesse, you look like you had to give your badge in, all right? You look like you had to turn your badge in, all right, Jesse?
Jesse, you look like Officer Doofy.
40-ounce chest.
Jesse, you got suede sideburns, all right, Jesse?
Right?
Jesse. Nah, man, but yo, I take Jesse one rounder, man. Like whenever y'all want to do it.
Yo, no, he said that outside of Armageddon too, man. He's
real shit. I was trying to get in the circle. I want to battle Vici too, man. Set that up. I'll battle Vici, man. Know what I mean?
You gotta get through 40-ounce first, brother.
Yeah, word to everything I love, man. I wouldn't even want to stand in front of like me being on camera with Jesse. That'd be crazy, but I would kill Jesse, man. I would destroy Jesse.
40 ounce. You get past 40 ounce, brother.
Nah, good.
We'll see. I got to talk to my manager about it.
Yo, Jesse, why you wore that thick ass hoodie under that Yankee jacket, man? Yo, Jesse, you was walking. Yo, Jesse, you had your two arms in. Yo, Jesse, you had your two arms. Yo, Jess, you had your two arms in your jacket, walking bow-legged, man, looking like a crackhead. Hey, salute the show, Psycho. Hey, Psycho, you my dog, man. I fucks with you, man. Yo, that nigga RG3 spazzed on New York Giants the other day. I meant to say that. He spazzed, but you already know, man. I'm going to see you at the next event. Jesse, you look like Scott Hall.
Oh, Jess, let's go to the next caller. Jesse, I don't know, man. But I don't think the fans like you too much, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about you.
Right.
Jesse, don't worry. I got a hot date for Jesse at the next battle.
And a flashlight hoodie.
All right, Jesse can't wear a flashlight hoodie because then we got to fully. You know what? This is going to be Nate's job. Your next job is to dress Jesse for the next job.
I'm calling Louis. I'm going to speed dial for that.
347, you there?
Yo.
Yeah, what's good?
What's good, y'all?
What's up?
I just gotta say this. I don't know what y'all was talking about, but Real Deal fucked up B Magic in that battle.
There you go.
Yeah.
He fucked B Magic up. I was rooting for B Magic that battle. My mouth dropped after that battle, cause anything that the boy said, Real Deal had the mean rebuttal, and it was just like the look on B Magic's face was priceless. Like, damn, this white boy's kicking my ass. I don't know.
The look on B Magic's face was he's looking into the crowd like, y'all like this? That's what he was doing. He kept saying that, like, yo, y'all really like this?
Nah, that bullshit that B Magic was trying to push about, I can't remember word for word. That battle was so long ago, but he was basically doing a generic, the generic rhyme scheme when you battling a white boy. Like, it wasn't really hitting.
Wasn't Real Deal doing the generic?
Do you hang out with them
battle on the street?
Do you hang out?
Oh, I can't even hear you. What's up?
I said, wasn't Real Deal doing the basic? I'm a white guy battle on the street rapper scheme? Like,
no, that was the rebuttal.
Every time I hear, it seemed like a lot of times when I hear like white dudes battling, the quote unquote street rappers, it seemed like they take the same scheme too.
No. He was doing that as a rebuttal. Like, you saw the battle. He was trying to get at him being a white redneck. He was like, yeah, I am, but I'll still fuck your girl with this rich cracker or something. He said, like, it was just he was just doing rebuttals. It was just all rebuttals that he was doing. And he was just fucking
he wasn't freestyling, bro. Those were all set up. Now,
I didn't say I said rebuttals, homie. What's that?
You just said rebuttals, my nigga. What else is a rebuttal?
A rebuttal is a rebuttal. It doesn't necessarily have to be
listen,
premeditated.
You can't rebuttal. Yes, it does. You can't premeditate a rebuttal. First of all,
Yeah, not
What are you
not an
talking
official
about?
rebuttal.
Yes, actually, you can.
Like if you want to look
Can
at
you get
rebuttals,
this guy
just
off
watch
here?
it, like,
Okay, let's get to the next call. I'm done talking to Jesse's brother. Let's get to the next guy.
Say Jesse, man.
All right, thanks for the go.
Yo,
How do
no,
you
next
rebuttal
time
with-
get online and get that dictionary out there. Spit that knowledge. Spit
How
that
do
knowledge.
a rebuttal is when you take their line and throw it back in rebuttal to what they just said.
But you know what these guys think though, Nobs, is that like sometimes when they go first and then the other guy says something that kind of was related to that, it's to them they like, oh, that was a rebuttal. It's like that's not a rebuttal, but it was a good comeback. It was a good comeback to it. You know what I mean, the way it was set, and it was only set up because he went second, so that's what made it sound so dope. That's just like, remember, Sue Surf did that to Khan. Surf did the same thing to Khan when he was talking about. Well, no. His was actually freestyle rebuttals. I'll take that back. And that's something new that Surf never did before. Surf, did you catch that too? Surf was rebuttaling him to start his rounds off. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yo, and he was really good at it. I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's new. I've never seen him do that before.
I think he didn't have enough material, man, in that battle. I don't know why. I don't know, because Surf is a very long-winded battler.
Yeah.
I was surprised he went so short. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's go. 516. You there?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, what's good?
Yo, what's good, y'all? Yo, first of all, I want to say something. Yo, B-Magic spazzed. Yo, B-Magic. And by the way, B-Magic beat Real Deal. I don't know what the other dude was talking about. Yeah, like, cause on the real, like, what it is, I think a lot of these dudes, I'm going to tell you, it's sad, like, 90%, well, maybe not 90, but a large percentage of the fans don't know really how to judge battles, and they judge it off crowd reaction. And sometimes it might, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of people get certain stuff confused, you know, just because, like, honestly, and people may not agree with me, but I think even K-Shine versus John the Don, I feel like John took it. Like, I feel like a lot of stuff K-Shine was saying was gassed, and then he choked, so it, like, messed his flow up a little bit. But, you know how it is. That's how the match
That's another battle that looks different on camera.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, it's funny. I thought Real Deal did well. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Real Deal did good, but for him to say that Real Deal killed him, I was like, what are you, fucking high? Like,
yeah, it was a good battle. It was a good battle.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like the K-Shine versus John and Don, that was not no body bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, before the revelation.
In the room it was.
Okay. See, I wasn't there, but, like, you know, people tell me it was a 3-0 body bag. Then I'm watching the footage, and John had some punches, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, another thing I was going to say, though. Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another thing I was going to say. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought it was cutting out. But, you know, what I was going to say was, Norbs, like, you know, because I stay in New York, I'm Long Island, but a lot of my friends and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, we work on the weekends and whatnot. Is it possible that y'all going to start having events, like, on Fridays? Because I think y'all could bring in a lot of revenue.
we're weighing all options. I'm actually thinking of doing a PG event every month, and with 2 one-offs on the battles, like how we did the JC Chilla and stuff like that, just to keep you guys, you know, more involved in what we're doing. And it's a lot easier for us to do, and you know, so I'm actually working on one for January. So we're probably gonna do it on a Saturday, actually. So, you know, just stay tuned, man. We got a lot of going. We're trying to set up Jesse too with a girl. So if you know any prostitutes that work for cheap, please let us know if you can.
And also, somebody please tell me how you spell January. Somebody please, is it Janaworry? January?
No, that's not. You spell that. What the fuck?
All right, go ahead.
Who the fuck spelled that? That was me.
Yeah, you said January. That's
Booty Tank
talk. That's Booty Tank
January.
talk,
bro. Well, what are you, the English professor? You cock? What's wrong?
Oh, man.
You know, native writers, so you know that probably irks them.
I forgot, my bad. January. I just said it really fast. I said January. My fault. Let's get to the next call. 516,
you there?
Yo.
Yeah, what's good?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good night and all that, you know.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, I just want to ask y'all, you know, I wasn't in the building or nothing, so I just wanted to ask if, like, do y'all think Khan sounded so great because it was, like, a smaller room, or do you think it would have went over the same if it was a bigger audience?
I think it actually would have went over better actually in the bigger room. I thought Khan, like, I'm not the biggest Conceited fan, to be honest with you. I just think his swag was on. I don't like using swag, but his swag was on a million. Like the way he was just talking, the way he was controlling, he looked very comfortable to me, and he looked very hungry to me. It was kind of like I told people before the battle. He seemed motivated when I spoke to him, and the fact that he felt like Surf kind of jacked his style and certain things. He looked very motivated. And the crazy thing is, I thought that Surf would have the advantage in terms of performance. You know what I'm saying? And I think he outperformed Surf. It's going to go down to what type of bars you like in this battle. Like I said, I was never a big, but if Conceited raps the way he rapped in this battle, I'll be honest with you, he's going to be very, very difficult to beat. Having said that, I think Surf had some of the best quotables in a long time like that you are in the middle of whatever. That was crazy. That's still my favorite line of the weekend, to be honest with you, besides the newborn number scheme. You know what I mean? I really thought that, I thought all the battles that went down besides maybe one that whole weekend were dope.
What about, I love the way Conceited was able to camouflage even better than ever those slow it downs. Like he was able to tuck it in the rounds better where you didn't even know where they were coming from. I mean, when they were coming, they weren't predictable. They were like, when he finally was like, slow it down, I just dissed you, and came out of nowhere like, yo, wow, I would have missed that had he not slowed it down. I would have totally missed that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? His slow it downs for this one was tough.
Yeah, slow it downs were tough, yeah.
He was swagging, but Jesse didn't get any of the slow it downs because he's slow enough. So it was
Yo, Khan's fast. I still give it to Surf 2-1 though. I mean, that's my opinion.
I'm not giving it to anybody. I'm just saying I like the battle though. Actually, B Magic is on the line right now. Can you go to 314? We got B Magic on there.
Oh shit! What up, B?
B motherfucking Magic, Final Four game. You already know what he's gonna say.
B Magic, that's you. Magic. Oh, that must be it. All right, well, I got another one over here. Give me 1 second. Magic, that's you.
Yo.
Yeah, what's good?
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What up? What up?
All right, what's the word?
Chillin'. Hey, what we talking about, man? I done smoked the whole blunt waiting on you, motherfucker. I lit it on the phone, my nigga.
You know what it was? We didn't even know you were on the line.
It's gone.
Listen, B-Magic, we need you to slow it down a little bit because Jesse's having a difficult time understanding your bars, and he said that Real Deal bodied you. I just want to let you know that.
Real Deal did what?
He said Real Deal bodied you.
I gave Real Deal the win over you.
He said he bodied
you. Who was that talking?
No, you ain't just giving him the win. You say he bodied him.
Jesse?
When did I say he bodied him? I said that Real Deal beat him. Go ahead.
Jesse.
In what round?
3-0.
3-0.
You just said you didn't say
3-0 doesn't mean a body. 3-0 could be a good battle.
Okay, you're right.
Okay. I guess, power to you.
You know what it is, Magic? You got to start rapping a little bit like, you got to say stuff like, I'll knock you out, and just be like, ooh, that's crazy.
I just say stuff on your foot.
Throw some dance moves in there. He'll love you.
See, but now you're taking credit away from Real Deal. Real Deal wasn't.
No, don't get me wrong.
Like that.
Don't get me wrong. Me personally, I think in my mind, I feel I 3-0 Real Deal. If not, I take a 2-1. But I think I won. That's how I feel anyway.
Honestly, I thought it
just
was one of the
feel
battles
that
of the
I
year.
had way more bars. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, it all comes down like, man, like a battle is, at the end of the day, the number one thing is bars. You have to have them. You have to. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no bars in the battle, niggas don't like you.
I mean, I think, me personally, it's definitely top 5 battle of the year. If I had to pick my top 5 battles of the year, you versus him would definitely be on there. JC versus Chilla would definitely be on there. Hitman Holla versus Ava would definitely be on there. I'm trying to think of another one.
Honestly, it's a lot of good battles. Maybe Chilla, M City, that was a real good battle too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front.
Not for nothing. Chilla and Cash Eaton was crazy, man. People don't give that battle no credit.
No, it was definitely good.
There was this.
It was a one rounder. That was the only thing about it. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it was long enough to split in half and think about 3 separate rounds, and let me see who I get this to. They went long enough to, you know what I'm saying? They went long enough.
Yeah.
So it was definitely crazy. Chilla Jones' bars were crazy. Chilla Jones had some crazy bars. Cashy and Hairline was crazy. You know what I mean? So it was a good battle.
You can you def can determine a winner with that one round.
Now, D-Magic, there was a question I wanted to ask you before. Like, as a competitor, right? Like, I know you experienced the whole, you know, forgetting your bars and everything with in the Heartless battle and this, that. And a lot of people were giving you this battle 2-1, and a lot of people saying it's because of the choke. And as a competitor, do you wish, was you like rooting Chilla on, wanting him to finish his bars so y'all can, like, you know, complete this classic? Like,
yeah, like I wish he had a clean win, but you know, like I mean a clean, you know what I'm saying, finish or whatever. But like at the same time, he still went over the time limit. You know what I'm saying, when he choked. So like you can still judge the battle because when he actually did choke, he went like 4 minutes.
Yeah, he was. His rounds was longer.
You can still judge that battle. It ain't, and plus he got the build up. He got that part out. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically was done, but he just made it look. You know what I'm saying? Just made it look fucked up because he got the ball out and then he choked.
Yeah,
but I wish. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was any more longer, I'm kind of happy he choked because I ain't want to hear the rest of that shit.
Do you think if somebody chokes in the battle, do you think that takes away from the other person's win?
Yeah, because motherfuckers be on some, he only won because he choked. Come on, man. If he finished the round off and tripped and fell off stage, motherfuckers been like, he only won because he tripped and fell off stage. That ain't got shit to do with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, it comes down to balls anyway. Like, a person can have a slip up and still win a round if they was that much better than that person. You know what I'm saying? But I won the 3rd round no matter what. Like, with the choke or without it.
I agree with that.
I totally agree with that, man. He ain't have enough in that 3rd round. He ain't have enough. He more bars. He ain't have enough.
His second round clearly lost. I think his second round, he clearly lost the second round. He tried to go punch for punch with me, and it ain't worked. You know what I'm saying? Second round was a clear loss. The first round is debatable. If you say he got it, I can, you know, I'm cool with that because it was going back and forth. You know, he rapped about 5 minutes though, but we went back and forth. But okay, the 3rd round, I think I won with the choke or without the choke. He still wasn't saying too much of nothing within that round. That's what I think. Like after in person, I thought he was saying some shit, but I ain't get it. You know, I don't get most Chilla shit. I be have to ask him, hey, my nigga, what that one bar mean? That was on that other bar. You know, I asked him at the event, I was like, what that shit you said in JC battle? I still don't get the steering wheel shit. Come on, talk to me.
Yeah.
And he said it again, and I still didn't get it. You know, and like, I don't know. Like, you know, I don't know what people be listening to. I think I 3-0'd them personally. But that's my nigga, though. Shout out to Chilla Jones. I told him I was going to beat him before we battled. So, it ain't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Let's take some calls for Chilla Jones. I mean, from B Magic.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Phone calls.
I said, let's take some callers for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
719, you there?
Yo.
Yeah. All right, let's go to another call. 570, you there? 570? 917, you there? 917?
It was a shot, man.
I know, right? 229, you there?
They in the club.
510, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good?
What's going on, fellas? Oakland calling.
Right. What's good with you?
What up?
Not much, man. I just wanted to say shout out to URL. I'm really glad Jesse didn't get shot. I know he had a couple death threats. Glad they didn't follow through it. I want to see 40-ounce Jets in the ring, man. I'm still down to see it. You guys need to set that shit up, especially the newborn called him out, man. You're gonna let newborn do that to your boy, Norbs? You're gonna let that happen?
I want newborn to body Jesse because Jesse don't understand English. I told Jesse he's not a good rapper. He's an ugly person. He don't listen to me, bro. Like, I don't know who. I'm trying to find somebody Jesse could beat.
Norbs, honestly, I will accept your challenge. I will hang out with Jesse for a whole day if I ever go to a URL event, man. I'll babysit his that fucking way. I'll take that challenge. Man, I'm just...
You'll go out on a date with Jesse?
I'll hook it up. If he comes out to the West Coast, I'll hook it up.
How are you going to hook Jesse up? Can you please tell me and how much are you going to pay this young lady?
Hey, man, I can take him up to Vegas. Prostitution is legal out there. That's my best suggestion.
Jess, look at that. We got
what the hell is y'all talking about, man?
Is that
true.
In all honesty, I just come on the show faded as fuck. This is my entertainment from the day, man. I come home from work and this is what I do. I just listen to y'all. So, for real.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thanks for the call, though. Let's go. 678.
Jesse, we got your date, man. That's crazy.
Yo, Magic.
What up?
Your hometown boy gave you the battle.
Who that?
Averb.
Oh yeah, I was hearing about that. Yeah,
I'm reading it right now. It says Magic had another wild round for his third. Chill was breathtaking until he threw in the towel. Dope from both, but Magic got this 2-1.
Yeah, actually was going back and forth with him earlier on this post on this little group that all of us tagged in, and talking about somebody brought up, they had a post saying B Magic versus Averb, and he just happened to comment on it. So we was going back and forth earlier. And he said, yo, I shouted you out. I was like, yeah, I wouldn't know. You blocked me, my nigga.
He said I wouldn't know you blocked me.
You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, so I knew he did that, but yeah, that's cool. No problem with that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that, you know, that hometown love, that honesty, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's what's up. I wouldn't expect that, but yeah.
I wasn't either. That's why I'm even putting it out there on, you know, on this, on while we on here. You know, we got a couple of several thousand listeners come tomorrow.
What's up, all you motherfuckers, man?
Listen, we're just trying to find
all Jesse a date.
Hey, we're trying to find Jesse a date right now.
Go get it.
Wow. I don't think Yeehaw would date that. Jesse might be the father of that baby, though. I don't know. That could be a possibility.
What was that?
I don't know. Jesse, we might have to bring you on Maury. It's a battle rap edition.
Yo, can I still know? Can I throw something in there, man?
Sure, brother. You can see.
They released another battle last night. And, brother, that girl 40 bars is something special, man. I just have to I got to say that on here, man.
I hate that battle, by the way.
I did, too, but you talking about the one-off?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, yo, that girl's something special, man. 40 bars is special. She's special. I can't find. I said that she could spit, but that's all she had, is that she could really spit. But then that was it. But she's special, man.
Shout out to Debo, Babs, and Big.
Yeah, shout out to the whole. Yeah.
He was all at the Panic Room too.
Absolutely, big shout out to Debo, Babs, and Big, and shout out to Shorty, to the win. Well, I can't say that. I was about to say, you know, I can't give my opinion no more in that battle. They said I'm not allowed to give my opinion no more.
What opinion is that? What opinion is that?
You already know, son.
You already know what opinion that is.
Well,
we covered it before. We covered it before.
Yo, shout out, another thing. Shout out to QB, Black Diamond. We got to meet.
Oh, we don't mention that name on the show.
Hey,
we don't want to.
What's up? Hey, I'm waiting to see that battle.
What battle?
That's the rapper and QB.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
I tell you, bro. I'm definitely looking forward to it too.
I met her, and I got to see her face to face.
Oh wow, what happened, Nick?
Yeah, nothing. She was like, "Yo, so wait a second." She's like, "Come here for a second." So you the dude? She was like, "You the dude with the magazine?" I was like, "Yeah," because everybody was like, "Yo, I think that's QB." They was whispering, cause she had on a hat down low. You know what I'm saying? And she had on a book bag, and you know she kind of was like just kind of being low. And I heard the dude, you know how I be doing, Norms. I'll be out there with the crowd talking to the people, and you know, promoting the magazine. So she saw me, she walked up, and I was like, "Yo, yeah, that's her, y'all, that's her." And I actually drew attention to myself with her. And then she walked up, was like, "Yo, ain't you the dude with the magazine, right?" She was like, "Yo, come here for a second." So I walked up on her, balled my fist up. Now I'm just playing. But I walked up, and like immediately, I just had a smile, like I just had like the smirk on my face, like I was like, oh man, she just had that look on her face, but she wasn't like mad or nothing. She was just like, for real though, you try to play me? And I was like, nah, Mom, listen. So she was like, nah, you try to play me, like you was trying to play. I don't know you to try to play you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but when we talked, I told her, I apologized to her one-on-one because I was like, look, if you felt like I did that, I was like, that wasn't my intention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect you like that. I don't, you know. I gave my honest opinion. Nobody has to agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I said, but if you felt I went a little hard on you, I was a little extra. Everybody was saying I was, you know, especially Jazz. When I talked to Jazz was like, no, you really, like, you OD. You really OD. And I was like, you think so, Jazz? Jazz was like, yes, you OD. Like, you was wilding. So I apologize because Jazz told me I was wilding. So off the strength of that, I was like, yo, I'll eat that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll be professional about it. So I apologize to her. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one, I told her, you know, I OD'd. And
I would not apologize. I'm going to keep it real with you. That's just me.
Well, I did.
It's your opinion, man.
Absolutely, but, you know, absolutely. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, at the end of the day, some of the things, you know, they felt like I OD'd. And like I said, Jazz told me that. So I was like, okay. So it's like, I got that. So I said, all right, you get that. Y'all got that. You know what I mean? So I did, and I meant it. I didn't say it just for protocol. Like, it wasn't like I needed points for that. I don't need points from nobody. You know what I'm saying? But so shout out to QB for me, not for North. Shout out for QB for Nate Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Straight Stunt Magazine. Shout out for me.
All right, let's go to another call. Let's go 678. You there?
Yeah, what's good, man?
What's good?
Ain't shit, man. I just wanted to get you guys I had a 2-part question for y'all, man.
What's up? Shoot.
Man, this is J. Paul from Atlanta, man. I just wanted to talk to y'all about the Queen of the Ring, man, and all that stuff, man. Misfit, man. She's just spazzing, man. I think we got a battle for Jesse, man, because I'm looking forward to that crossover like other leagues are doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk, man. Misfit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just started watching the QOTRs, you know what I'm saying? And Misfit is spazzing. Like, you could tell, like, you know, Cortez ain't writing her shit, but you could tell that she's brought up around, like, Cortez and all that, man. She's nice, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to get y'all's thoughts on that, man. I personally think she's top tier. And do you guys think that she would be ready for a crossover as far as getting on the URL stage like we've seen other leagues, you know what I'm saying, imitators, if you will, but they have done crossovers?
What do you mean crossovers? What do you mean? A female versus a guy?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll pass. I will definitely pass on that.
No, I love you, brother. Thank you for that.
I'll be honest with you, it's not going to happen. I really don't want to see that. I think there's enough females to battle females. I don't think there's, no, I'm not interested in that at all. I didn't even. Right. I don't want to see that.
If the female look like a nigga,
but is she tough though? You know what I'm saying? But is she tough though?
Muscles, man. Then,
but is she tough though?
We can
see, a female beating Jesse would be funny. You know,
it would.
That would be funny.
This would destroy him though.
Hey, that chick a gangbanger from '86, man. She want to battle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm just saying. Just giving an example.
I'm saying, but is she tough though?
No, it's like I think this though. Like I don't think maybe not URL. You know, a good spot for that. But you know what I'm saying. I think it's a good idea to spar with a nigga that. But if the styles match though, not just anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I respect little females that can spit, because I know some motherfucking females that'll bite a nigga head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know,
but,
and
I don't find it interesting, man. I think there's a lot of girls that got to battle some girls. I'm not against it, but like I think there's so many female matchups that could go down that it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. I'll probably make a female cry though. I ain't gonna lie. She probably fuck you. Like she, you know what I'm saying? She probably be mad as a motherfucker when I'm done. So I don't think a female want to battle me. That's not a good choice.
Plus, Misfit versus Shayna is actually a debatable battle. Like
that's a classic.
I still don't even know who won that to even ask if Misfit should go up against.
I gave it in the building. I gave it to Shayna 2-1. I gave Shayna the first and the third.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been going back and forth with that battle. I know I said Misfit at first, and then next day I kind of thought about it. I said Shayna. I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta wait for the video footage to drop. But I'll tell you this much: they went crazy.
Yeah, they did.
I'll give you my honest opinion about that battle. I'm gonna give it to you right now. It's not a classic. That's one. No, it's absolutely not a classic at all. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think it was a back and forth battle. I think Shayna's first round was crazy, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I thought Misfit's first round was okay. Like it was okay. The second round, I think Shayna Ashley took off. I don't know what the hell Shayna Ashley was talking about. And I thought Misfit stepped it up. And I thought Misfit won round two. And round 3, it was a little better. This round was actually more competitive. That's why I won't say it's a classic, because I think classic nobody takes off a round. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And I honestly think that Misfit took off round 1. I didn't think her round 1 was that good. And I think Shayna's second round, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. But round 1 and 3, it was dope. Huh?
I think I got a Summer Madness 3 female battles.
What's that?
What?
Who's that?
Says, hey, I want to see Babs and Lady Luck.
That's
what's funny? I don't want
to see
I don't want to see Babs. I've never seen Babs battle. I think she's a great host. I don't want to see that.
I want to see Babs in the ring, though.
Ain't nobody seen her. I want to see her battle.
Would you all be open to the idea of Babs battling, or not even?
I think she probably got some shit.
If she's gonna battle Jazz, maybe. I don't know about.
She said she wouldn't. She said she would only battle somebody that has accomplished as much as she's accomplished. I watched her interview the other day on Vlad TV. She said she would only battle somebody that's accomplished as much as she's accomplished, and the only person that they were talking about, what about Remy? She was like, that would be a good one. You know, when Rem came out, you know what I'm saying, her and Rem, or her and
Rem
I think
still locked up.
Yeah, but it should be out, I think, in 2 years. Should be out, or next year.
My whole thing is like this. And I no disrespect to Babs. All right. You know, making the band, whatever. And, you know, she had a group, they went platinum, whatever. That's cool. But it's going to sound crazy, but she hasn't accomplished nothing in battling. So somebody that battled can actually use that against her. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, we don't know. It's just probably nothing that we haven't seen yet. We just probably don't know. She probably have been battling.
But it's not even that. Like, why would I want to see Babs battle? Who? I mean, how many females are there in hip hop like that? You know what I mean? I would like to see a battle of a female that actually battles. I wouldn't want to see a battle fucking the Brat. I don't want to see that shit. Who the fuck wants to see that? Yeah, it's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, Remy would be cool, but I don't think Remy's gonna step in that ring. Oh, I mean, she's still locked up. Who cares?
Never know.
There's not a lot of females. To pick from. I don't know. I'd rather see the top females battle the top females, but
absolutely.
Who are the top female battles right now?
Jazz.
Jazz. 1 through 4. Then after number 5 would be Shayna Ashley. Young
that's
Goddess.
my favorite.
Yeah.
You like Jazz? Like Jazz got the biggest name like right now, man.
I like
Jazz.
Well, I think she made a mistake taking that battle, though.
So who will you put in the ring with her as like a ultimate main event female battle rap?
What was that again?
Like, who would you put in the ring with her as like the ultimate female battle?
Honestly, the best female battle right now, and this is just my opinion, I think Young Gaddis hurt herself by taking that retarded battle against 40 Boss. I'm gonna keep it honest. I think Young Gaddis has the total package in terms of battling. My only issue with Young Gaddis is the fact that she's never done a battle on a smack format, which is 3 minutes. So if she would have come to the URL, I would prefer her to do one battle with a 3-minute format before she would do it. I would like to see Young Gaddis versus Jazz, because in terms of wittiness and punching, she's probably the closest to Jazz. I like Miss Hustle. I think Miss Hustle is dope, but I think Miss Hustle has to see. I think Hustle has to see Shayna Ashley. Like, I think her backing out of that battle, I think she has to do that now, especially the fact that, I'm just keeping it real. This is just the general consensus. The general consensus says that general consensus says QB had a debatable battle with Hustle. The general consensus says that Jazz didn't have a debatable battle. And also Jazz didn't really have a debatable battle with Shayna Ashley. So I think she should battle Shayna Ashley, get crazy, and then maybe take that out of Summer Madness. Same thing with Young Gaddis. I think they have to, do something else. Especially Gaddis just did this battle that was terrible to me. I don't know what the hell she was smoking. It didn't sound like Young Gaddis. I like 40 bars. I think 40 bars and Bonnie Godiva got a battle. I think that is a dope battle.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I think Bonnie Godiva is really good. I don't understand why this battle hasn't happened yet. It doesn't make any sense to me. There's a lot of good female battles to be made. I want to see Couture.
Yeah, be nice.
There's a lot of, and Farrah. I mean, Farrah just caught a body against Matrimony, but that was not a good matchup. When they asked me to do the preview, the predictions, I said that Farrah was going to win handily. There's a lot of female battles that have to be made, and a lot of people are approaching me about doing female battles. I'm not opposed to them because, Jazz is in the URL and she's battling, whatever. Or, she's not, you know what I mean. She's battled on the URL and so has Miss Hustle. People want to see that. But I'm not opposed to it. I'm really not. But I would like to see Hustle and Shayna go down. I'd like to see Misfit and Couture. I'd like to see 40 versus Bonnie. Those are battles that I think can be potentially great battles.
I need to start watching that shit more, man.
It's cool. The only battles I watch is Jada Ray on mute, because she's really hot. That's pretty much it right now. But the real talk, some of the females are really good, man. I like Couture. I like Jada Ray. I love C3. I think C3 is fucking dope. I don't know if you guys seen C3.
I didn't even know that many female battle rappers.
There's a lot. There's not a lot of good ones, but there is some that are. I'm just keeping it real, bro. There's certain ones I just
hey, you know what though? Here's the reason I don't watch that many of them, because I clicked on a nice amount of them and it was like, who can call the other bitch a bitch the most?
Hey, you guys want to take a few more calls from the fans?
Yeah, let's do it.
Talk to you, Jesse. When grown folk talk, you just shut your mouth, all right? But no, I totally feel you. I mean, I don't like the whole I had sex with your man and you're a hoe. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, like that ain't bars. That's just like something you would say to any female. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit that you'll just. It's like rumors in a rhyme. Like that's exactly what it is. Like. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Magic? That's why I like 40 bars. That's why I like Jazz the Rapper. That's why I like, I love C3. Couture is so talented. I don't know why she does the whole personal shit. She ODs with the person, but she's really talented. But no, I feel you 100%. I hate that. That shit's irritating. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? But and you know what the problem is to a lot of these girls? Again, really Hollywood. I'm gonna keep it real. And they feel as if they shouldn't be battling. And I just sit there, I'm like, what else are you doing? Battle, nigga. I don't get it. Like, oh, man, I'm top tier, bitch. You've been battling for a year and a half.
Oh, yeah.
No, my nigga. Battle. Like, I don't get it. Like, I think egos come to play in this shit, and it irritates me. And I commend Debo, Babs, and Vague for dealing with it. But I'd be choking a lot of chicks in there if I was them. Like, everybody, listen, you need to battle, and you need to battle. I don't understand why you're battling once every 2 years.
No, not for nothing. The niggas is prima donnas too.
I agree.
You know that.
No, I totally agree. So that's why I said I understand.
I don't know why niggas. I don't know why anybody should act Hollywood, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at B-Magic. B-Magic probably has like 15 battles in 2 years. Can you give me a female that has that many battles? Chilla Jones has like fucking 6 battles and shit. JC has a bunch of battles. I mean, Jazz has school during the year, so I can understand why she doesn't battle all the time. You know what I'm saying? But what else are you guys doing? I don't get it. I don't know why Miss Hustle's not in the ring. I don't know why Shayna actually took a whole year off.
All that, I didn't battle these people, I didn't battle that people, you couldn't, all that Hollywood shit. I don't get the shit, man. We all motherfuckers that's doing the same shit we was doing years ago before we was even known for battle. Ain't none of you niggas rich, man. What the fuck? I don't know why niggas act like that, man. I'm a real nigga, man. I don't understand all that Hollywood shit, man.
No, and I feel you, and that's why I say, like, I definitely shout out, Babs and these people, because, they're doing a decent job, but I think a lot of those girls got to step in and battle. Stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, battle. But whatever. Enough about that. Let's get back to one more caller, and then I got to get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, let's go. 631, you there?
Yeah.
Jesse's mom. I thought I was Jesse's mom.
What's good?
What's up, brother?
What's going on, yo? It was good, B Magic. You know what I mean? You just came back from a crazy classic, boy. That was crazy. You gave that boy that work. 3-0.
Indeed.
You know? What's going on? But I just want to, you know what I mean, to come and say what up to B Magic. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a rising star. You know what I mean? I think if he becomes even more consistent, he'll be the greatest. You know what I mean? He definitely got that play. You know, so definitely.
Well, we on the road to the greatest, my nigga, because I'm about to work.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, that Hollywood, you know, all that Hollywood shit is whack. You know, it's about putting in work. You know, so
Yes,
definitely. I just, you know, I think Chilla, man. I think Chilla kind of, he didn't impress me this battle. You know what I mean? Chilla didn't do his thing, man. I think he did his thing. Like, I give him the first. The first was cool. His second round, I didn't like at all. His third was good. But I think Chilla, I don't know. I think B Magic took it from 2-1. Definitely 2-1. He took it. You know.
Now, reason. I gotta ask you this. Is a third round because he choked, or because I won the third round?
I think you won the third round.
Thank you very much.
I think you won the third round. I mean, at the star, I forgot what line you said. That was kind of slick though. The views line. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Start your own shit.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah,
the decap like the Tiger's hat, that was crazy too.
Yeah. So definitely. I just wanted to know, you know, Norbs, like, well, you know what's going on with Lux, man? Like, what's going on with Loaded?
Oh, I don't know.
And he ducked off in the caves, man.
I mean, I know he just came back from Hollywood and all that, but, you know, like, what's going on? Like, we getting that hollow? You know, like, it was good. Like, we getting this hollow to Dawn versus Loaded Lux? Like,
I'm not sure if Norbs is there, but I know Hollow.
We just dropped a video just now with Hollow talking about that. It's public right now on YouTube. So check out our channel.
And Hollow, when he introduced the battle yesterday Saturday for Surf and Con, Nate was there. He told Smack what up with Loaded Lux. He wants Loaded Lux, so he called him out during that battle too.
Did he see the video? Did he see the Calico? Did he see the Calico versus Lux? Did he see that battle?
I don't know, man. I think Hollow could take. I think if anybody could take him, it would be Hollow.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Loaded Lux made the game complex, man. After Summer, man, this battling changed, man. Like,
he made motherfuckers listen. He made motherfuckers really start listening to lyrics.
Yeah, that was a wake up call, definitely. That wasn't, you know, that it changed after that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't ever think nobody gonna get in that ring and be a punching bag either.
That's true, absolutely. I think I mean I know I'm pretty sure Hollow got some bars sitting up under. I mean, you know, he been going for a little minute, so I'm sure he got bars ready, you know what I mean? But I mean Lux might come with something incredible, man. Like how he did Calico, man. Like that was unexpected. You know what I mean? I didn't think Lux was gonna do what he did at Summer Madness. I really didn't. Especially against a dude like Calico, you know?
And Hollow's had nothing but time himself to sit back and observe the game. Hollow been out of the game since he ain't battled since Hitman. You know what I mean? So he had nothing but time to observe how the game has been progressing, and then when you seeing the you know what I'm saying, these new, you know what I'm saying, the guys newer than him, you know what I'm saying, the B Magics, the JCs, the Chilla Jones, the John, you know, I ain't even gonna say John, but the B Magics, the JCs, the Chilla Jones, he's been able to watch these dudes, man, and really, you know, like it's only gonna set a fire, you know what I'm saying, light a fire under them, like, cause these guys, like, these are the guys that took more time out with their bars over, you know, it's bars over swag, bars over performance, bars over everything for those three cats right there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they totally, the three of them, to me personally, embody it all, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's no reason why the guys like, you know, Hollow and them ain't looking at that and really studying. Like, the game is just progressing, man. It's only getting better and better and better and better, man. So, you know, I think when he does come out, that he's gonna have some stuff for whoever's in front of him. That's all I can say. He ain't had nothing.
Yeah, I'm actually picking Hollow in that battle if it does go down.
I ain't gonna pick a winner, but I'm gonna tell you, I believe it. And then that's all. The battlers been saying it, and they don't need points for saying that. They battlers themselves. They competitors themselves. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't gain them nothing to big him up unless he's really saying some stuff. That's just like, you know, I heard somebody bragging about they overheard T-Rex's first round for Disaster and was like, yo, that was the best T-Rex round they ever heard. They was like, yo, that was some of the best material they ever heard from T-Rex. And I was like, wow. You know, so these older guys, man, you know, Hollow been in the game a while, man. And, you know, he's got the total package, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Hollow, you know, he got his rebuttal game is sickening, his freestyle game is sickening, his performance is sickening, his crowd control is sickening, his stage presence is sickening. He's dope, yo. Hollow's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. B Magic, you got any project or anything you want to put out there before we get out of here?
Yo, be looking for the album Back to Business. B Magic shit coming 2013, you know, around April. No certain date right now, but you know what I'm saying, definitely be looking out for it. You know, check me out.
All right.
Yo, Psycho, make sure, we got issue Straight Stuntin' Magazine. Make sure y'all go pick that up. The new Straight Stuntin' Magazine, issue number 24. We got Math Hoffa, NYB, and we got Harlem's own Loaded Lux in the new issue of Straight Stuntin' Magazine, man. Issue number 24. Math Hoffa and Loaded Lux, man. The new interviews is in there, so make sure y'all go check that out. Battle Tested is that's the article, the Battle Tested article, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Support. You know, I do it for y'all, man. So, you know, y'all check that out. You know what I mean? Get online, straightstuntmagazine.com, order it, or whatever mom and pop stores that y'all got in y'all area, or local newsstands y'all got. Go check out, pick up that new issue of Straight Stunt Magazine.
That's what's up. URL's Battle Rap Arena. Check us out Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again to B Magic, Nate from Straight Stunning for coming on. We out.
Sure.